We've been joined by the Dirty Nines in Apollo Studios. Apart from bringing a touch of filth to proceedings, hence the name, what exactly do the Dirty Nines bring to this project?
Two great songs, we hope.
Yeah.
That's two songs that we've been dying to record for ages, as soon as we wrote them, and amazingly enough, just as we'd finished two of them as part of our new album, this opportunity came along. So we took two songs that are going to stand out and just go with the whole record, because I've been listening to the other bands on the record and I think everyone's a little bit different, which is brilliant.
Did you always know which two tracks they would be, and which two tracks are they?
There's two songs called Next to You and Stranded, and we were pretty solid on the ones we wanted from the start.
Yeah, it's weird. Next to You is a song like, I think we only played, we had it was a song that was kind of like rumbling around for a while, and we did it at Electric Picnic, I think back in 2010. It's one of those ones you just wrote and played at the gig and it went down great. So that was one that we've been playing live for maybe over a year. And Stranded was like one of the most recent songs we wrote, and only really played it once at our Hard Working Class Heroes Festival, and it just kind of, again, one of those times when you play a song live the first time, you see the reaction it gets. We're like, alright, we better record this one pretty soon.
Does that audience reaction come as a surprise? Because obviously when you're writing tracks you might not know which ones are going to hit harder.
I think one of the things we've learned a lot while doing the process with this project is the difference between a live song and a studio song. So like the things maybe that made Stranded a really good live song, when we went to record them, those ideas didn't always transfer, and it was from the kind of the essence of the idea, we had to find other ways of making it work as a studio song. If
a song goes down well live, once you put the time and effort in, you can and record it the way it's meant to be recorded, it'll work like that. I think if you're trying out new songs, it's very rare that you try out a new song or you're playing like 10 new songs and the ones that get no reaction, you'll find when you record them they're not going to get much reaction either. So it's a good way of checking it out.
One of the kind of unique conceits about this record is the fact that you got two tracks to play with. A lot of bands have gone back to the well, including you guys. So how much restructuring has Next to You received?
A lot more instruments anyway. We need about 10. If you wanted to play that song exactly the way it is on the record, we'd probably need about 20 extra musicians, I think. I don't know, that one changed a bit.
It changed a bit, in terms of like, there was a guitar part, a rhythm guitar part there. And when you get into a studio and you get in, you get a huge section of guitars, sounds, you refine it. So a lot of the parts have been refined to make, the passages more interesting. But this, like the kind of heart of the song, you'd hope is.
If someone didn't really know the song, like if they heard you play it at a gig and they heard it on the record, I don't think Next to You would be crazy different. But again, that was because I think that was the type of song it is. It's almost like the way you play it. With that one particularly, is maybe the way you record to. But we just had a bit of fun because there was a mandolin lying around and there was a few extra guitars lying around, and we thought, why not?
Yeah. You mentioned before that you've already begun writing for your second album. What's the progress there, and how did this process inform that?
Yeah, we're writing at the same time as we're doing this, because these are two songs that we hope would have something to do with our album as well. And I suppose of the songs, maybe Stranded is a little bit more like everything else that we're writing right now. Now that we're kind of like a 4-piece and we're switching out instruments and stuff, that's kind of helped our style, because we change really who's playing what, and that might be, so Stranded maybe would be more of a clue to what the second album would sound like.
You also find out a lot about yourself and your sound and your bandmates when you go to record something. Like now when we're writing a song, we think back to what we're doing in the studio during the week with Skip and the guys, and we think, as recorded, it's like we're getting both sides of it, how it might end up as a finished article, the kind of sounds we might use, the kind of producer you might use, things like this. So it's definitely helping, I would say.
You guys played in Canada last year for...
I don't want to go into that.
In Canadian music.
Oh, you don't want to go to Canada?
Oh, no, go Canada.
Okay.
Are you not let back in?
No, we're not let back in.
We just got in.
We got in. Yeah, we did the Canadian Music Week, which is on again right now as we speak. And obviously we'd love to come back this year, but you have to be clever, you can't really go over unless you have a new record. It's kind of silly. Yeah, it was brilliant. We were in Toronto, we spent a week there, and it would be great to go back. It was like a week where we started off playing in a place called The Hideout, which is run by two guys from Kildare, to a few people, and then word spread, and then by the end of the week all the people who had been coming to see all the shows came to the big showcase at the end. So it was great fun, and I'd say we learned an awful lot about the music business over there.
We've been hit by some unusually beautiful weather for March this week, and that can only mean the festival season is right around the corner. Can we expect to see you on the festival trail?
If we have stuff ready, hopefully. We're still writing, so we'll see.
Hopefully.